Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. This has been a good week. I told you it's been a good, relaxing week. Last week was busy. Lots going on behind the scenes that you don't always see. And life is busy. It can be busy. It really can. So this week has been a lot more chill, which is a good thing. You know, we all go through seasons. Our life isn't always so relaxed and perfect, and time to take a nap and time to be able to get enough sleep during the week. That doesn't always happen, but this week was, and I was very, very thankful for it, because sometimes last week was a little bit more of a struggle, but that's okay, because you know what? We're still here, still breathing. I'm still breathing, and I'm still here. So that's a good thing. So yesterday Autumn and I went out. We ended up going to Panera for lunch, and I totally forgot about Panera. So we went there and had wonderful food. She's like, let me try their grilled cheese and tomato soup and see if it's as good as yours is, Mommy. So she had it, but she's like, their soup is more tomatoey flavoring, like that nice robust flavor tomato, I guess is the word. So that gave me an idea today. It's gonna be gather your fragment. We're gonna be making grilled cheese, just so I can, give her a little desire of Mommy's favorite kind. Anyways, had that. I had the veggie sandwich and some cheddar broccoli soup. So it was good, delicious, always delicious. And then we went and got our nails done. So got our nails done, you get in there and I was like, oh, how can you avoid the pedicure chair? So we sit down, she got one, then I was like, you know what, just do a pedicure, just a simple. And the lady, she's so sweet. I love my lady that does my toes, Nancy, and she's like, no, that's growing out. You need to get toes done. So I'm like, all right, we'll just do the toes. So we did the toes and it was good, same color. So I got purple and purple. So I was going for the color of my coffee cup right here to match my coffee. Gotta love this purple color coffee cup. So purple, that's the color. I'm going for purple. Purple is like my favorite color and I don't wear it enough. So purple nails. So we had a good time. It was wonderful. Went out and did that. Got home and got to relax for a little bit. Had some dinner. Got to chill. It was freezing. It was so cold yesterday. So then we did church last night. It was good. And then slept in today a little bit and got up and got my things done. And I'm like, I need to start Gather Your Fragment Friday. So this is, we're definitely at using up things in my freezer. I still have food. I mean, there is still food to eat. There's plenty of food to eat, and I always can come up with meals. I'm trying to come up with some creative ones and not just have so much plain stuff. So I looked in all my freezers. I mean, like the three that I have, the three that I have, the big one and then the two small refrigerator ones, and then kind of decided what to make. What can I have? We still have enough in there. I came up with a list, and based on things I have to use up in my refrigerator. Like I had a cabbage in there that has to get eaten up. I still have freezer meals from 3 months ago. I'm gonna say 3, it could be 4. So pulled out a couple of those to make today, and then pulled out some food that I know we just haven't eaten that needs to get eaten up. So we're just gonna have a great, fantastic Gather Your Fragment Friday. I've got enough stuff for breakfast. I've got enough stuff for lunches, and I have enough stuff for dinners. I'm only gonna make, I think I've got 4 lunches, which there's not 4 lunches, but they're smaller, so that way people can pick and choose. Dinners, I'm gonna come up with 2, even though it's Friday. And then if I have to, I know what I can make on Sunday. I just, I don't wanna make too much. I don't wanna make too much. I'm cutting back, and it is a lot more difficult than it used to be, but I'm doing it. So we don't have a lot of leftover waste, which is good. So have my list, we're just gonna make it. So for breakfast, gonna make some foods here. The kids, I thought they'd be into their bagel craze. They're not in the bagel craze. They barely eat the bagels. I'm like, what is wrong, children? They come and go. So I asked Madeline last night, I'm like, would you eat a pancake if I made it, or a waffle? She's like, yeah, I would. So I'm gonna make some waffles today. I've got a ton of this. Make some waffles. And then we bought these. Remember when Greg and I went shopping? He's like, make these. We haven't even made these. I'm gonna make these in the air fryer. They are really, really good in the air fryer. These are, you make these things, if you fry them on the stove, they just taste like really heavy with oil. My thoughts. The oven, it just gets them gooey, but the air fryer, ooh. Air fryer is amazing, crispy and delicious. So these are gonna go in the air fryer. So I'm gonna cook these up. Bought these a long time ago too, heat and serve, they're already cooked. I'm not gonna do all of them, but I'll do some so they have some sausage, and we'll do some waffles for breakfast. And then I've got some fruit, I'm looking, I have some fruit in the refrigerator. We have these things, this is a mixed fruit. I don't know, I'm gonna try something different today because I don't like milk. Don't like milk smoothies. I thought I would like coconut. I don't even like that. I just don't. I don't. And so, and we don't have any juice. We have 0 juice. So I'm going to try making one of my teas. I think like my hibiscus watermelon one. And then I'm going to put the fruit in there. I don't know. I guess it'd be, can you make it a smoothie? I guess, right? Just be like a fruit infused thing, but it'd be more like chunks of fruit. So I'm gonna make that up today. I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. I was just thinking about it last night. I'm like, I wonder if I could do that, but it would be like a fruit infused drink. But it'd be more like a smoothie with it blended in the tea. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So that's what we're gonna make first, breakfast. So I'm gonna get my earbud in here, and I'm gonna get my air fryer is over there. I'm gonna put my, actually, let's get the waffles first because they'll take time. And while the waffles are mixing and making, we will go to the air fryer and do the sausage and the hash browns. So are you guys ready for a great, wonderful, amazing Friday? Gathering your fragments. I am gathering. I am using up in my pantries, using up in my freezers. I will show you what it looks like at the end. And then I go shopping next week because we need some food. We're gonna need some food, but I wanna go find some deals because groceries are ridiculously expensive. So I want to hit the discount store, see what I can find, and then come home and go, okay, what do I need? And then make my huge list for the month because we're out of things. We're out of things, and then be able to go get those and just go from there. So you guys ready? All right, let's have a wonderful, fantastic Gather Your Fragment Friday. Let's see what we can gather. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to make my waffles here. I got these super cheap at our discount store. So I'm going to use this, even though it makes it not as like firm. I guess I should Google what makes it more firmer. More flour? I don't know. Let me do a quick Google. Okay, I don't know. I just feel like more flour, but then I'm like, I could just add more Bisquick mix. I might just add a little bit extra, make them a little thicker, see if it does. They just get like flimsy. I don't know if that's just me, but I follow the directions perfectly and I just feel like it makes it flimsy. So what I'm gonna do, it actually says to add milk, so I'm not gonna follow directions. I'm gonna add this. I have this stuff, I haven't used it. I bought this last time and then I discovered the blueberry creamer. Who's gonna drink this when you got blueberry creamer? Not I. So I will use this, real cream and sugar. I'll make it, because I did see a recipe to spruce it up by adding brown sugar. So I'm gonna add this for my liquid and the Bisquick, and then I have coconut oil melted here and an egg. I think I might just do one batch. I might just do one batch, we're gonna see. So I'm gonna put this in the bowl here. We'll put it in the little waffle maker. Okay, so this is super thick, like really thick, but normally I make it really thin, so I'm gonna just do one and see if it comes out thicker or not. If not, I can just add more of my liquid. I added way more powder, so let's just see how it turns out. Okay, be honest, they're thick like I want them, but I opened it and it's separated. They're a little crumbly. I'm gonna add some more. I know, see, this is, I'm teaching you guys something. Don't do what I did. I'm gonna add some more creamer here to make my liquid, you know, not so thick. It's literally like cake batter. That's so funny. More like cookie batter. Let's make this a little bit less. All right, we're gonna stir this around here. Not bad, the taste is fine. It's just a little bit. And I opened it really quick and it like separated. So maybe this next one won't. Hey, we got a lot of Bisquick to mess with this with and try. So let's do a little bit less. Okay, let me add another blob. Let's see how this rolls. I don't open it until it's ready to be done. So not bad. Like I said, it wouldn't, like, it came apart because I opened it, but it's thicker, so we're gonna see. Okay, while that is cooking, I'm gonna go over to my air fryer here. It's not a good camera angle. Put some of these in there with some salt on it. Okay, these are thicker. That's what I want. Thicker waffles, so I just need to spread them out more in my pan. So I don't know if it's because this is a Heart Smart biscuit, if that's why it's flat. I just don't like floppy waffles. Nobody likes floppy waffles. We like them hard and stiff so we can put syrup and they can fit in the little holes perfectly. So this will work. So this is gonna go in here. And then the, I cooked all those hash browns because I know the kids do like those. It's about making stuff and letting it go to waste. I know it's just gonna go to waste if we don't eat it, but that is something that will get eaten. So it's a good thing. All right, so we're gonna do this, do that, and then there's yogurt in the refrigerator. There's still bagels in there if they want. I'll probably have to pick up some salami because they're not just like in plain bagels. And it's a good, easy breakfast. There's cereal, but I have no milk, so and I'm gonna get that next week. No big deal. We're not gonna die without cereal. There's plenty to eat without the milk. All right, so got the waffles done. I'm just doing a small batch, remember, small. This is good, the crispy hard, that's what I want. I don't want those squishy mushy, we don't want the squishy mushy waffles. These are really good. Put these in here, I'm gonna put the little sausage right here. I just had to cook the whole bag. I was like, just cook the whole bag, it'll get eaten. If it doesn't, then it means they don't like it, and then it's just gonna go back in your freezer. So we'll find a purpose for it. So these are delicious, super good. If you reheat them in a toaster, you can reheat them in the air fryer, whatever you wanna do, but this will be breakfast today. So I'm waiting on the air fryer to do this sausage right now. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna start on my soups. This is gonna be my lunches now. I'm gonna make a tomato soup and a cabbage vegetable soup because I have a tiny little thing of cabbage I never use. So I'm gonna make, that's an easy thing to make. And then I'm gonna add, I just have a little bit of vegetables. I don't have a lot, so I have some mixed vegetables. I do have some sweet potatoes in that, but I'm gonna use that for something else. So I don't have a lot of things to add to it. So what I'm gonna do is add some lentils to it. Lentils will be a good way to add some protein, bulk it up a little bit, and it'll be delicious. I'll add tomato paste. I think I got diced tomatoes. I think I have some diced tomatoes. I'll look and see, and then I'll add some tomato bouillon, and it'll be delicious. It's easy. It's an easy thing to make. I'm making it forever. And the tomato soup, I will make I think I'm gonna do like the milky, like the butter, flour, make it thicker with the, what do they call it, a roux? A roux, I think it's a roux. And then I'll just add tomato paste to it, some water. We're gonna do a little bit opposite, but it'll work. So first I gotta chop up some veggies. I have an onion and a cabbage. Let's chop that up for the soup. This is a really easy way to throw together some vegetables. So this is just, it's kind of, I don't know how much more liquid to add, so I'm gonna let it kind of cook its way down because the cabbage will wilt and be good, but there will be a whole pot of soup. This stuff will freeze really good. I call it like everything in the kitchen sink. Cabbage vegetable soup. It's a good thing for weight loss. When I lost all my weight, ate most of this as my diet, and then I had protein and stuff on the side. So a good thing to eat. Sausage is almost done over there. We're doing great. So now I think we should get together our tomato soup recipe, right? That's gonna be a good thing to make next. As I was cutting up my oh, hold on. Okay, cook that sausage a little bit longer. But as I was cooking, cutting up my vegetables, the cabbage and onions, I thought, basically I'm cooking for free this week. Like, how many people would have looked in the refrigerator, looked in their pantry and went, I need to just go to the store and buy some food. It's just easier. Like, all of us do that, right? It's easier to run to the grocery store and get food when you already have stuff. That's why there's all these pantry challenges and freezer challenges and all these things, and it's been going on forever. Like, I think back to like when I was I always kind of gathered up what I had to use what I had. Wasn't able to run to the store more than basically once a month. Like, I went to the store one time shopping, and that was it for the food budget. If I didn't get something, if I forgot something on my list or ran out, there was no hope of getting it again. So I had to be inventive, be creative, and come up with something to do. So basically gathered my fragments for a long time, but I realized that people run to the store all the time for things. And so, you know, I was thinking, I'm like, basically we're eating for free this week. Like, yes, like I went out and took my daughter out this week, so that was one time for her. But for the most part, like, eating this food will be free. Like, we don't have to eat food for the weekend out. Like, everything's covered. That's the key. That's why we gather our fragments, so that you can eat. Basically, you're eating for free because you're gathering up what you had, where normally you'd be like, let's go to the store and get food. It'd be much easier, right? It is much easier to go to the store and buy something new and stuff in your freezer. That's why you have people have the freezer challenge, because their freezers are so stuffed full of food that's been in there for a long time. Ours never gets that full because we always gather those up. So this is gonna cook over here. I'm gonna get some butter and melt it in this pot right here, and then put a little bit of flour on it, make it thick, and I don't have any milk, so I'm going to have to make some milk, and I can do that. I will get powdered milk out and just mix that up real quick, and then that will be my thickener, and then I'll add some tomato, I think I have tomato sauce. Probably add tomato sauce to this because I don't think I have tomato. I'll have to look and see what kind of tomato I got. And then I'll make tomato soup. It'll be easy. You add sugar to it, salt, a little bit of, I think, I have to look it up. Let me tell you after I look it up. I think garlic is one of them. It's really good. It's delicious, easy, kid easy, no chunks of tomato in it. They will love it. So let me do that over here. Okay, we're moving. We're doing a lot of things. Here is the sausage. It came out. It looks delicious. Sausage in there with this and the what's that stuff called? The waffles. That'll be breakfast. All right, we're gonna go over here. Turn that down. I need to hurry up and make some powdered milk real quick in a measuring cup because I'm gonna be adding that to my mixture. Okay, so we're gonna be over here. We're gonna make that little bit of a roux. I think they call it a roux. Basically, the butter's melted, and then I'm gonna add flour to it, and it's gonna get thick, like real thick. And then you're gonna add your flour to it. It's gonna make a thickener. Really simple. Now, depending on how thick you like your soup, I don't like my soup very thin. I like it thicker. So make your roux. I think it's called a roux. I feel like I'm calling it the wrong name. I apologize. But I did like a stick of butter, and it was about 1 cup of flour. Made it like, I guess, a normal size one. And then I added maybe, what, 1/4 of a cup extra because I want it thicker. So I want my soup thick. My kids like thick soup. It's good. Even when I was at the restaurant, their tomato soup was really thick. We just don't like it thin. So you're just gonna keep stirring this. You can whisk it if you want, but if you just keep stirring it, it will do the same thing. So the key is getting all that flour incorporated in your butter, and that will make it thick. And then you can add your milk to it. So this will be good right here. Stirring this up, and then I'm not worried about adding seasonings just yet. I'm gonna go figure out what tomato base I have. I'm gathering up fragments. So if I have a tomato paste or some tomato sauce, I'll see what I have. So this, I'm only gonna leave for a second. I'm walking away, but I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I went real quick. Don't go too long because it will stick to the sides and burn. So I went real quick and came back. I found I had a tomato paste, a packet left over from a meal here, and then I have some tomato sauce. So I will use that. You can use tomato juice, whatever you have. It just depends on what you have in your pantry. So now I gotta stir this a little bit harder because I let it stick to the sides. You don't want that to happen. So to stir, it'll be thick. What else? Let's say you screw this up and it's so thick and you can't do anything more. You know what you can do then? You can use your immersion blender or a regular blender, or a blender. Just take this soup out. Okay, that's getting really thick. See that? See how thick that is? You can do like an immersion blender and mix it up. That will help too. Oh yeah, that's like super thick. That might be too thick. Hold on, we're gonna do some mixing here. Let me open this can up. I added a lot of that thickener, so I'm gonna have to work a little bit at this and see how much water and stuff I need to add. So tomato paste is gonna obviously make, it's very thick, so you're gonna have to add a liquid to it. If you had tomato juice, you don't have to do this, but I did both. So I'm gonna have some chunks in here. So I'll probably get my immersion blender out and fix this. Let me do that, you know. Fail, not a fail. It's gonna be fine, give me a minute. All right, use that immersion blender. So gathering your fragments is not an exact science. So you're gonna have to do things and go, oh, I need to add more. So I realize it's not very tomatoey, so I'm gonna add more tomato sauce. You saw how I did that. That's how you gather your, now let's say you didn't have, now look at that, that's like perfect, look at that. Perfect, and that's a good amount is the pan. I wasn't sure like how much. If you had more tomato paste, I'm used to getting the big giant can, so I always have as much tomato paste as I have tomato sauce. So I was like, oh, it needs to be more tomatoey, but I didn't have a big thing of tomato paste. So this is good, you have a nice orangey color. So then you're gonna add some sugar to it. Start out by adding a couple, like a tablespoon or two, garlic powder to it. And then you need salt and pepper for sure, because this is all, the tomatoes don't have salt and none of it has salt. So you're gonna need some salt. And just heat it up. Very simple. If you don't have that much butter to make the thickener, so then you're gonna add just less liquid and just make a smaller thing. Perfect, let this heat up. All right, this tastes perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good tasting soup. I'm gonna shut this out. Easy way to make tomato soup. This, I'm gonna make some grilled cheese sandwiches to go with it. Cooking, I've got the stuff is all done up there. That's done. I'm gonna work on grilled cheese sandwiches in a minute, but I'm also gathering fragments. So yesterday we had haystacks. I pulled out the containers to see how much I have. I was gonna do a haystack casserole. So basically, and a mashed potato and gravy casserole. Basically put it in a 9x13 pan, heat it up in the oven, and then that'll be like a lunch, and they can grab whatever side they want to eat. Good way to force people to eat the leftovers. But I'm opening up my containers here. Let me show you. And like, there's only a little bit of meat and a little bit of cheese. I have rice. Rice won't go bad. I'm not worried about the rice. Let me even see if I got some beans here. It's just very small amount. So instead of making a casserole, all right, so we've got basically this right here. I'm gonna save this rice over here because I'm gonna do, what am I doing? I'm doing the, let me show you. Buffalo chicken. This is dairy free. This is really, really good. One of my, I don't even know how I made this. I'm gonna have to look up how to make this. I know it's coconut milk and I feel like it's green curry paste. No, it's not, I'm sorry, totally different recipe. No, this is coconut milk and buffalo, like, what is that, wing sauce? Hot sauce. Yes, very good. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna leave this out because I don't think Jaden does tortillas very much, but she does like this. So I'm gonna leave this with this rice over here. So that's gonna be like a meal for her. Let me get a thing. Her, whoever wants it. It doesn't have to just be Jaden, but this is gonna go in a dish. This tastes really good. I had this at a Bible study and I was like, ooh, that's really good. She even put, what did she put on, goat cheese? And normally goat cheese, I'm like, ooh, I can't do goat cheese, but it really didn't taste that bad. I didn't put goat cheese on here. It's just the chicken, but it's really, really good. So it smells so delicious. So good. So this was a freezer meal. So I'm gonna take this and that. We're just putting that in the refrigerator. What, you're transporting? Again, like yesterday, dumping, yes. But that is gonna be a dinner. I think tomorrow we're gonna do, I have a Cool Ranch chicken. Right here, again, frozen. Gonna go in a dish. Let me see, that's how easy this meal is. This will be tomorrow's dinner. Let me put this in a bowl here. It's frozen, but it's kind of thawed. So this will just heat up and put on tortillas. I believe it was taco seasoning and ranch powder. Smells good. So frozen doesn't look very good, but this will put on tacos, like tortillas tomorrow for dinner. So tomorrow's dinner is going to be, let me push that down because it's frozen salad. It's going to be this and the buffalo chicken over here. And if they want to put rice in it, they can. And then that's going to be, so I'll probably save this cheese for that because I don't have any other cheese. So that will go really good for the toppings of this thing. So that's going to work right there. So I still have a few of these left right here. So I'm thinking, and do I save the salsa? No one's going to put salsa. I do have other salsa. I think I'm going to make a couple tortillas with this because there is just a little bit here. And if I make them up, maybe somebody will eat them. I could just save it and say if you don't want chicken, you can have taco meat. But I think I'll just make some tortillas. So I'm gonna make a couple up and just put them in the refrigerator and then they can heat those up in the air fryer, basically like a taquito, is that what we call it? Taquito. So that's gonna be my, so I got my cabbage soup done. Can you see me over here? Cabbage soup, tomato soup's done. Haystack casserole is gonna be done. The Cool Ranch buffalo on tortillas, that's gonna be dinner Saturday. So that's gonna be our dinner right here for Saturday. So I'm not worried about that whatsoever. So let me just make a few of these. This might be for the child that doesn't want grilled cheese or whatever. So I'll see how many tortillas I can make here. Change of plans. I decided, so since I have all these little tacos here, I'm gonna do the same thing with the right here, the, what was it, Cool Ranch chicken. I'm just gonna make tortillas up. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in the air fryer when we go to cook them. They'll get nice and crispy, then they'll get eaten up versus making them ourselves. I'm gonna do that, so put it together, and then if they don't get eaten, I'll put them in the freezer. These freeze really well, and then when you have no food, or you feel like you have no food, you can pull them out and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I have something delicious. So I'm not gonna put cheese on these. I'm just gonna do just the chicken, and I'll save the cheese along with the buffalo chicken and rice right here. So this is easy, put it in a container. That is gonna work for dinner. So I'll be able to pull that out, put them in, have the kids put them in the air fryer and just cook them up, and we'll have those. That'll be a delicious, easy dinner. All right, I'm gonna mark that one off. Let me go see what else I get to make. You know another lunch we're gonna have? Look at this, mashed potatoes and gravy. We have that. I don't have to do anything with this, it's in the refrigerator. So basically our lunches are going to be tomato soup and grilled cheese, which I'm gonna make right now, the vegetable soup, and then we also have this right here, the hamburger gravy. I don't have to do anything with it. So that's gonna be easy lunches. My lunches will be taken care of. So let's make our grilled cheese, get that part done, and then we'll move on and finish up the dinners. It's an easy, gather your fragment, eating for free basically. I am basically eating for free, not spending a cent. That's a good feeling. Okay, alarm clock going off, my kids are waking up. Ooh, tighten that. So I'm gonna make grilled cheese, whatever kind. I don't butter my bread. Some of you do. We did, like I did if I have a lot of butter. If you don't, it's okay. You don't need to. It'll still taste just fine. So turn on your griddle here. Oh, and that's when you have to light. Never mind, it lit on its own. Always hard when you got a burner going right here. So basically put your bread on here. I'm not going to use the end piece here. And then use some cheese. I have American cheese slices, whatever cheese you have. Like, if you just had one slice of American, it would be just fine. Whatever. I mean, I know you can do wonderful flavors, but I'm gonna do 2 of these. And then I have a lot of mozzarella cheese. Like, not a lot, but enough that we've been using it and it's like, all right, I need to use this up, but we don't really want pizza. We don't really want that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put a little bit. It was really good. Fresh mozzarella, she's frozen. I'm gonna put a little bit on each one just to add a little bit of extra cheese on there, you know, because you need more cheese in your life. To make it more gooey, it'll just add, and it's using up my cheese here. So they're just frozen solid. I wonder what the frozen solid piece is. Okay, this is working good because the top of my bread is a little bit crusty. You know when you get bread, you put it in the refrigerator and sometimes it gets crusty? That's what's happening here. So this is really good that I'm turning it into grilled cheese. And I'll just put it in the refrigerator. If I wrap it here and this, all the kids have to do is grab one. They can put it in the microwave. If they want it crispy, they can put it in the air fryer, however they want it. But we'll have it today for lunch in a little bit, and then the leftovers will be for the weekend. So this is something that doesn't go to waste. Kids like grilled cheese. It's wonderful. If you don't want to make them up, you can just make them, put the bread and cheese, put them in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, and freeze them solid as well. People say, why would you do that? You just put it together. But in a large family, sometimes this cheese right here gets eaten really quick because kids like it. So it's a good way to use it and not have it be mistaken for something else. So perfect. I'm gonna flip these. A little bit of mozzarella cheese here left. This could be pizza this week, so maybe this week one day, because I will get groceries, but I'm not gonna get like all my food in one day. So I will put this back in the freezer and we'll do pizza at one time. So Grilled cheese is almost done here. It's gonna be done with this part. Tons of grilled cheese here. These will be great because we're gonna go out today. We can pack these up and take them with us for lunch. We're doing great. We've got breakfast. Kids have come out and eat it. Lunch is gonna be simple. It's like grilled cheese and the soup. And we're gonna pack it up. We're gonna pack it in little, I have those little glass jars with the lids. Either that or like a square dish, depending on how much they want. And then they can take a grilled cheese. And we're actually gonna go out today because it's a little chilly, but it's not. But it'll stay warm. If you put it in a little cooler bag, it'll stay warm for a little bit. So that's all we need it for. So then I'm gonna think about dinner tonight. So dinner tonight, I have hamburgers still. So those are in here. We have us some beef patties here. Not the whole box, but I am gonna repack this. But we still have plenty of meat here. I think someone even told me, if you have it, there's like meat is too expensive. I don't remember how much this was. How many is that? 4, you'd have to, it's 10 pounds. 10 pounds, and is that right? It's like is it $40? I feel like that's a lot. Maybe it's 35. Anyways, it's cheaper to buy this sometimes than it is ground beef. Just buy this and crush it up. You can do that too. So either way, just to save money. But we have these, and I have some buns right here. If I didn't have buns, I would not be making these. So I'm gonna make as many buns as we have, which is 16 burgers. My smoker is out of pellets. I'm completely out. So instead of going to the store and buying more pellets, I'm gonna cook these in my oven. I haven't done this in a long time. I think my girlfriend was here, Crystal, and she baked hers in the oven, and I was like, okay, I guess we can do that. So 4, 8, 12, or that's only 4, 8, 12. That's only 12. I got 16 more to go. All right, so these will shrink as they cook, so just kind of be patient and you'll be able to stick them on there. And I have these left over, so I will get a bag and put those in it. Move you up here. And then that way, there's some more, and you can just fry these up. You can serve them for breakfast, whatever you need. If you just need a beef patty, you don't actually have to have a bun, but I do have a bun. So I will cook these in the oven, and then I'll wrap them in the bun, wrap them up in the paper, and again, that will be a meal real quick. Throw some cheese on it, ketchup, mustard, pickle, whatever they want. I have onion. I have some onion here. I saved half onion. I don't want to touch it because I just touched the raw meat. Let me wash my hands. All right, so here's my onion right here. I'll just cut that up and see if anybody wants to put that on there. But this is really easy. Just stick them in the oven. I'm basically gonna put these ones on top kind of randomly on here, and then what'll happen is these will start shrinking, and I'll be able to separate them a little bit better. Is good. Like, hamburgers are really good to keep in your freezer. My buns, I bought those. They are dated February 21st, so it's a few weeks after. It's March 7th, so it's about 3 weeks after when I went shopping, but they will work. You can also make your own hamburger buns. I have done that before. I'm just low on flour, so I won't be making those at all. But if we had to, like next week, if I can't get to the store for whatever reason, because you know, life, and sometimes that happens, I can just cook these up, put a piece of cheese on it, and they can just eat it plain. There is nothing wrong with that. There is always something you can make. Remember, it might not be like the nice little fancy buns. It might not be a fancy whatever your favorite cheese, but it's still food. It'll still fill your belly. That's how it rolls. So I will put these in this freezer right here, because come Sunday, I don't know how much is going to be left over. I'm trying to cut back. I really am. I'm doing really good with it. So I don't want to make those. I can whip those up real quick in the oven on broil, and we can have those with, I have pierogies, and we can have that for Sunday. So basically tonight's dinner is going to be burgers, and I'm going to do some fries. I'm going to do potatoes. I have potatoes, sweet potatoes. We're going to make some like potato fries. Oven fries. That's what they're called. What are they called? Oven fries. I'm going to make some of those, and then we will do that with the burgers. And then tomorrow will be the tacos. And then if there's anything left over, which 16 burgers is a lot of burgers. They only have like one burger. So we'll probably have enough for Sunday. But in the event that everybody eats a ton and there's not any left over, I can heat those up. I have kielbasa. I can make that too. And if I need a side, I can make some pierogies. So easy, easy day. It's an easy gather your fragment. Gathering out of your pantry, coming up with things. There's always something you can make. There is always something you can make, and for free. For free. You don't have to spend any money. So this is cooking. Let me get out my potatoes and my sweet potatoes. I'm going to peel those, and then I'm going to put those in some oil and some spices, and I'll put them in my air fryer. I like them in the air fryer a little bit crispy. Do I put them on an oven thing? The oven's okay. You just have to cook them for so long, and we're not going to be eating till tonight. So you know what? I'm just going to get them ready, and then tonight, when we eat them, I'll put them in the air fryer. Let me do that, because that way they're not like double reheated. Let's work on that. So let me get out my potatoes and sweet potatoes. Okay, so my potatoes are looking a little Like some have things growing on them. These are looking a little thin, so I'm just gonna peel them. I don't like using the potato peeler. I used it the other day and I was like, oh my goodness, it takes way too long. Just peel it with a knife, it's okay. The little bit that you waste, guess what? My kids don't even like these. So they'll eat some, but that little bit will be something that would just go in the trash. So we'll eat them. I'm not saying they don't like them. They do like them when they're nice and crispy. So we'll just make them. So I'm gonna peel them. Jensen cut them really tiny the other day. Maybe I'll cut them really tiny. That just takes more work, but I can do that. I can do that, right? Just take more time. So I'm going to do that. I'm gonna peel them and try to cut them a little bit thinner and then just stick them in oil, and we'll have with fries tonight in the air fryer. So the fries I'm not gonna make right now. So you can soak your potatoes and that will make them taste really, really good. And so I'm just gonna put them in here and put them in the refrigerator. And that's all I'm gonna do. When I go to make them, I'll drain them, kind of wipe them off as best I can, add a little olive oil and salt and pepper and put them in the air fryer. That's gonna be our potatoes tonight. So that's easy, that's gonna be dinner tonight. Is that way too boring of a gather your fragment? It's real life, people. It's a free gather your fragment. It's how you eat for free, by making things in your home. So I'm gonna wash up some dishes, put these in the refrigerator, wait on my burgers, easy day. Okay, one more thing I was gonna do is my Hibiscus Watermelon Tea right here. I just made some. These are the bags, and they got 5 bags. I think it was 5 of these for, I think it was $3.99, so that was less than $1 a bag. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna put this in a blender with my tea, mix it up. I don't know, we'll see what it tastes like. And I'm putting it in the freezer. We got some frozen fruit to pull out and munch on during the week. Frozen fruit's a great way to get in, especially when the high price of like fresh fruit and vegetables, depending where you live. Like right now, fresh fruit and vegetables for us would be very expensive. And so you can just get a bunch of frozen fruit and eat that too. That's the same thing. I mean, it's better than the like canned, but it's like your second alternative to the fresh. So this would be really good. So these are just going in the freezer, and then we'll pulp them. We can put them in a bowl like we did the pineapple. It'll get eaten up. Burgers are still cooking, so let me get out the stuff for the smoothie. Now this is just brewed tea, so it smells good. And then I'll just add some frozen fruit to it. I guess, can you do frozen fruit? Yeah, I think you can. I'm probably gonna have to add, let's just do like half. Let's just do a little bit in case it doesn't taste very good. Probably some sweetener will help too, but we'll just do this for now. All right, still gonna be pretty watery, so I think it's safe to say to add more. Add the whole bag. Add the whole bag. Okay, that's not a bad way to get like your fruit in there. I mean, it just tastes like pureed fruit basically, but without, usually if you add juice, it's like a lot sweeter. That actually is not bad, like really good. You could add sweetener, but I feel like I'm gonna drink this without it. All right, that's not bad. I'm gonna have myself another glass. Let's see if any of the kids want it. All right, I just got a whole bunch of fruit right here in a glass today. Waiting on burgers. That's probably my last thing. It actually is my last thing. I'll be done. It's done. It's early. I'm gonna be able to take my day. The sun is kind of peering out. So we're gonna be heading out this afternoon. So I am excited. So I wanna finish up so I don't have to worry about a whole lot when I get back today. Doing good. Kids came up, took some of my smoothie. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. So what I'm gonna do is my burgers are out of the, here they are. They're good. They have a little bit of the crispy because, you know, it gets grease around them and it kind of cooks in the grease. So that's not bad at all. Makes things like I smell it. I'm going to put them in the buns. The buns, let's see. Let's see if they're a little bit hard. They might not be. Sometimes when you have them for a while in your freezer, you know, they get that freeze burn. Actually, no, these are nice and soft. So I'm just gonna make these like this. They're a little dry, they're not terrible. Put the meat in them, wrap them up. And again, this will be dinner tonight. It's gonna go in the pan like I did my grilled cheese. And then this way, tonight when we have burgers, everybody can grab one. They can put some cheese on it and pickles, all that good stuff. It's just an easy way to grab up dinner. And then we'll do the oven fries as well. Simple. All right, it is not even lunchtime yet, and I am completely finished in my kitchen. All the dishes are clean. God, even got the greasy pans all cleaned up. Ugh, that's such a mess. That's why I like the smoker. Last mess. Let me show you everything I ended up with. Over here, we still have cookies from this week, so plenty of cookies, plenty of plenty of the no bakes. Remember, I was like, I need more no bake cookies. No, there's plenty there. We have soup today, tomato soup. And we have vegetable soup right here. And we have tons of grilled cheese. So we are actually gonna head out. Just got a notification that tomorrow is like, it says winter is not behind us. So we're actually gonna have snow, I think. Probably not here, we might get a flurry or that, but it's gonna be freezing. But today is 60, so we're gonna enjoy the day because it's gonna not last. So we're gonna take these in our little coolers with a glass bowl, and then we're gonna take that for lunch and have lunch today while we're out, which is good. Breakfast is good. They ate a lot of the breakfast. There's only about half left here and half they ate. They all ate that sausage, every kid, and they liked it. So I was like, I might have to get some more of that. So that was good. I have apple crisp up here. It keeps getting munched away. I didn't put a thing on it. We will focus on eating that this weekend for dessert. This is hamburger gravy that we can have for lunch. Somebody wants it. This right here is the what is that? That's rice, and then the dairy-free chicken for buffalo chicken for Jaden if she wants it. There's some cheese to not put on the dairy-free child. That's for other things. Over here is lettuce, and this is fried rice. I have a little bit of fried rice left too. Down there is the tortillas. We'll have those for dinner tomorrow. That will be the chicken tacos and then the beef cheesy ones as well. That's it for here. That's it. That's it for the refrigerator. And then if you want, like, you know, sweet chili sauce and like 3 cherries, you're good to go. And we also have this too. Applesauce. I've been using a lot of applesauce. So there's a lot. I pulled more out. I will make sure that we eat applesauce at meals too, to make sure that we eat that up. So this is, the light is still out. I gotta go get a light. I will get a light next week when I go shopping. So in here, even the condiment side is looking really bare, which is good. These are the burgers for tonight. That is the pickles. That is the onion. These are the fries for tonight. That's it. There's like half a container of almond milk. Blueberry coffee creamer. There's not a shortage of that. That's sour cream. I have like, what, 4? I have like 10 eggs if I need it. There is bagels and there is some yogurt on the bottom. So we're looking thin. Like in here, like all that fruit, I could pull that fruit all out and we could munch on that in a bowl. There is also the hamburgers back there. And then we have tons of bagels right here. What is down there? That was a container of ice cream that got dumped over. So there's ice cream down there. We have ice cream and then there's cheese. Up here has, look at it, we have breakfast burritos. You can pull those out. There's a little bit of beans, bananas, and cheese over here. And then let's go see in our freezer here. Again, my light bulb's burned out. We still have a few things to eat. Not a ton. There is a lot of chicken. These are freezer meals. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 freezer meals still. 4 freezer meals to use up. We will get to those. There's some shrimp. I think I have like shrimp cocktail sauce. I don't need it, but Greg got it. We just haven't eaten it yet. There is emergency Takis and emergency cheese rolls back there. These are fried pickles. There's breaded chicken. We have beef right here, some veggies. I have a whole box of pasta because we haven't touched. And then the applesauce doing good. We have ice cream and then some frozen fruit. Not too bad. So we're not doing too bad with our stuff. The cupboards and pantries, we have stuff in our pantries, but more of the staples like the rice and beans, that kind of thing, noodles. So we're not going to starve, and I didn't have to go out and spend any money, which is awesome, and we're going to eat just fine this weekend. So the whole purpose of Gather Your Fragments is basically to eat for free. So can you eat for free? Yes, you can, by shopping in your pantry and your refrigerators and your freezers, because most people do not go down to the bare minimum like this. Like many people, they don't like that. So to have nothing in the refrigerator, most of them keep a lot in there, and most people have to throw things away because they forget things are in the refrigerator. We are gathering them up and using them for our day. So that is what Gather Your Fragments is for, gathering up those things so you don't spend any money. I will spend money next week and go replenish our freezers, things like that. For now, we got to eat for free this weekend, and that's a good thing because we're gonna go out today and it'll be very tempting to go, oh, let's go out to lunch. We don't have to go out to lunch now, and then go, when we're done, go, oh, I gotta go home and make dinner. No, I don't. Actually, I just have to make the oven fries. The oven fries, that'll be easy. And burgers are already done. I don't have to do the bulk of the work, which is really nice. And this weekend, all set, because I do have a few things to do this weekend and I won't be able to be here all the time to make food, so it will be done. So that's the point of Gather Your Fragments. basically eating for free within your home. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great things in this earth. And it's an amazing, amazing adventure. Once you figure those things out and you start moving towards it, it's a great journey. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again Monday with another video. Okay, we'll see ya. Bye.